Time to call to order the Guthrie Public Schools Board of Education meeting on Monday, February 9th. Roll call, please.
Watts.
Here.
Bennett Johnson.
Here.
Davis. Holt.
Here.
Pennington.
Here.
Pearson.
Here.
Salih.
Here. We've established a quorum. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag
Of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Agenda item 5, presentation of certified and support employee of the month.
Mr. Ogle?
Nominating and presenting will be Emily Turner, instructional coach at Guest for the support employee of the month. She will be presenting a plaque and a $25 gift card courtesy of Guthrie Lions Club to Sonic.
Thank you. I'm going to read what I wrote to Jana. This is about Jana Fry. I am honored to nominate Mrs. Jana Fry as our district support staff employee of the month. The upper elementary staff and students have been very fortunate to have such a caring, hardworking, and dedicated secretary. During the years I have worked with Jana, I have witnessed her participate in many endeavors that have had positive outcomes for Guthrie students and teachers. Jana is very good at her job. She happily answers phones, speaks to parents with integrity, handles all of the financial responsibilities for guests, prepares the yearbook, organizes fundraisers, and leads our parent-teacher organization. The rapport Jana has created with teachers and parents has impacted the success of our PTO. With the leadership of Jana, our PTO has brought back Helping Hands, which consists of parents volunteering to help teachers with time-saving tasks like copying papers or laminating things. Something so little as this is very appreciated by our teachers. Students have enjoyed a new fundraiser called Snack Shack. Through PTO, Jana purchases various healthy items for students to buy on Fridays. Every week, Jana organizes this along with a few parent volunteers. The students love this privilege. Jana organizes the guest carnival that is held annually, and somehow she manages to remember everything, and it always goes off without a hitch. Each month, teachers also have the opportunity to pay $5 to the faculty fund, and she prepares a lunch on her own time. Even though all these tasks are part of the job, Jana brings something unique to her position. She has insight on the bigger side of things. Jana's abilities to see a need and be able to provide is what makes her so special. Through God's Food Bank, Jana helps reach the kids in need and organizes our school's backpack club. At Christmas, these same children were gifted a stocking filled with all types of treasures. When the winter months approached, Jana assisted in the Kiwanis Coats for Kids program and distributed coats to students in need at Guess. Sadly, over the years, we have had students who have lost their homes to fire. Unsurprisingly, Jana helped set up donation centers for the families. Jana's diligence in doing the right thing is not only a reflection of her character, but also a reflection of her work ethic. Jana always goes above and beyond the call of duty. It's who she is and why she is being nominated for this honor. Our upper elementary staff and students are better because of her.
And nominating and presenting my certified employee is Tricia Hunter, third grade teacher at Beaufort.
All right, I'm here tonight because of my nomination for Mrs. Amanda Perry and the work that she does for us at Beaufort. Amanda has devoted her life to education. She is a certified reading specialist. Amanda's training, along with her heart for the children of Guthrie,
have been a blessing to this community. Families request to have their children placed into the class because they have faith in her abilities to strengthen their reading skills. This can be a stressful responsibility, but Amanda rises to the occasion without complaint. She is also very giving of her time. Amanda teaches summer school and serves on Fogarty's leadership team. This requires her to attend UVA training, which means time away from her classroom as well as her family. One of the great ideas brought back from UVA this time was to do intensive intervention with our third grade students. Amanda has taken the lead on scheduling these sessions for the whole third grade. I know Amanda serves on the Employee of the Month team and will decline the opportunity to accept this award so that another teacher can receive the honor. That alone speaks to the character that we all see in Amanda Karen.
Emily, can I bring Jana back up there too?
You have to do it.
Like red?
Just to your right and left. There you go. Thank you.
We want to thank the honorees as well as the people that nominated them. Thank you very much for what you do to make Guthrie Public Schools special. Great job.
Agenda item 6, presentation of Guthrie Public Schools Site Teachers of the Year and District Teacher of the Year for 2015 to 2016.
Okay, at this time, I'd like Carmen Walters to explain the process for Teacher of the Year, and also she will recognize the Site Teachers of the Year for elementary. Mr. Doug Ogle will recognize the secondary Site Teachers of the Year.
First of all, I would like to say this is my favorite thing to do of the year because I get to work out at all the sites with every one of the wonderful teachers that you see, and so to see them honored and really valued like they are every day is an amazing process. What we do in Guthrie for our Teacher of the Year process is in November, the staff will go and they will vote for who they want as their Teacher of the Year. Sometimes it gets exciting, we have to have tiebreakers. That just shows you the quality of what we have. This year, we had site winners from each site. Then basically what we did after that is we have a professional development committee, and that is representatives from every site along with myself. And we spent probably 3/4 of a day in January, and we read extensive portfolios that each one of these nominees had made. They put a lot of work, a lot of time into these portfolios, and all of us went through and judged individually on all of their portfolios. There was a rubric with points, and at the end, the one with the most points was determined our winner. And so we spent a lot of time and really take that seriously and saw a lot of quality work. So I am very excited to basically let you know who these teachers are. You will stand when I call your name, please. Let's start with Carl. We have Kathleen Jensen, Sarah Lawson. At Central, we have Jessica Owens. At Fogarty, we have Katie Dayton, Trenta Monahan. At Guest, we have Kim Hinkle, Tammy Adams, and Lisa Good. All right, now I'm going to, it's not an Oscar, but it's pretty darn close. I'm telling you. All right. Our 2015 Elementary Teacher of the Year is Sarah Lawson.
get the privilege of announcing the secondary teachers of the year. So when I say your name, please stand. From the junior high, 8th grade American History, Brian Deering. And from the junior high, special education teacher, Sherry Stevenson. From the high school, sophomore English, Diana Meek. Also from the high school, junior English, Matt Perry. From the high school geometry and college algebra, Sherry Simic. And from the high school career choices and computer applications, Justin Stevens. Now for the winner for the 2015 Secondary Teacher of the Year, Brian Deering.
Winners up here. Come join us. Congratulations to both of you. One of the things that we try to make this a special night for is to shower the winner with gifts. But it's also, we decided after last year we wanted to also present some gifts to the runner-up. So I'm going to go through all of the gifts before we announce the winner so that you guys can sit up here and stare at people.
And worry.
To the runner-up, Mary's Flower Shop has flowers. Benson Dora Designs has a $25 gift certificate. Kelly Richardson Healing Massage, a $30 gift certificate. Gail Davis, a school board member, has handmade pottery. And Eskridge Chevrolet has a tank of gas a week for 1 month during the summer. Now you got to hedge on whether or not gas is available. And to the winner, Guthrie's Teacher of the Year for 2015 will receive. First of all, I got to show you this quilt. Handmade quilt. Oh, yeah, that's pretty cool. And that's from Sharon Watts, one of our school board members. Pearl Flowers and Gifts has flowers. Heritage Collection, a Guthrie ornament. Rick's Fine Chocolates and Coffees, a $5 gift certificate. Hoboken Coffee Roasters, a $10 gift certificate. Billy Sims Barbecue, one of my favorite things, two $15 gift certificates and 2 refillable cups. Missy's Donuts and Bakery, another one of my favorite things. Lunch for 2 and 2 $5 gift certificates. The Stables Restaurant, 2 free meals. Interbank, nice gift basket. AC's Hallmark, a gift basket. Boutique 206, a $20 gift certificate and an Oklahoma necklace and bracelet. Cato's, a $25 gift certificate. Friends Boutique, a $25 gift certificate. Boomerang Diner, a $25 gift certificate. Kelly Richardson Healing Massage, $30 gift certificate. Gail Davis, a handmade pottery, a $30 gift certificate to the Guthrie Arts Center. Gage's Steakhouse, a $50 gift certificate. Vincent Dora Designs, a $50 gift certificate. Bake First, a $50 Amazon card. Sheldon Photography, a $75 gift certificate. Ken Lamar Wade, a $100 check. Edward D. Jones, a $100 check. John Vance Motor Group, for personal use 1 month during the summer, your choice of a Jeep Cherokee, Chevy Tahoe, GMC Yukon, Ford Edge Explorer Expedition, or Dodge Durango. Eskridge Chevrolet, for personal use 1 month during the summer, your choice of a Chevrolet truck, Camaro, or 4-door sedan, and a tank of gas for a week for that month.
Wow.
That's a pretty good deal.
How do we get in there?
I think that speaks volumes about the community support of education in Guthrie.
Yes.
And I'm so happy that we're able to highlight that support on a night like tonight. And I'm equally happy that I can look in this room and people are having to stand and there's people even, looks like they're outside the doorway there. That's a great sign of respect and admiration for teaching in Guthrie, Oklahoma. So you want me to shut up and answer who the winner is? And I will do this now. Our 2015 District Teacher of the Year is Brian Deere. I will mention one thing about Brian. Come on in here too. They want to. I will mention one thing about Brian. You know, it's always a challenge when you teach the same subject the superintendent taught when he was teaching. I've been in Mr. Deering's classroom, and I can assure you that this is a worthy honor. And I know that he will represent Guthrie Public Schools in a quality manner for Teacher of the Year, just as Sherwin Walls has over the past 12 months. Congratulations. And Mr. Deering, if you want to get your things, if you want to wait, we can package all that up. One other thing I wanted to mention, if you are a building teacher of the year, site teacher of the year, you also have a gift from environmental management that we will get to your building too. Congratulations. Really good. Yeah. Thank you. Want some pictures real quick.
We can do that. Y'all can go ahead and have them out.
Yeah, the Teachers of the Year will go out to the hallway.
Good room.
Okay, well, here we go, buddy. It's all about you. Okay.
You know, I mean, it's nice. Because I just opened it. Plus, it's my new pieces. Let's make this. He's such a good He is. I really like him.
Yep. Can I be excused for a few minutes?
Agenda item 7, comments to the board. Do we have any citizens registered to speak?
We have one, Ms. Mildred Harding is registered to speak tonight. Ms. Harding?
Good evening. I want to let everybody here know, Ms. Harding know, that according to board policy, you have 3 minutes to speak, and the board will be unable to respond to whatever issue or subject you're here to talk about.
I can't hear a word you said. Were you talking to me or are you talking to him?
I said you have 3 minutes to speak according to board policy,
Yeah.
and the board is unable to respond or to talk about the issue, but we appreciate you being here and what you have to say.
Thank you. I got 3 minutes, so just yell with my 3 minutes. For the people that don't know me, my name is Mildred Harding. I came to Guthrie in 1953 from Langston University. I have 4 children. They all graduated from Guthrie school system, and the 4 children have more than a master's. So I want to let you know that I didn't just roll out of the trash can, that I take what I'm doing seriously. That's half a minute. Now I need to say, I have no qualms with the Guthrie Public Schools. The teachers have been excellent. They have done everything that they could do for my children. So I have nothing but admiration and praise. I hope by me being here, it will not be taken out on my 3 grandchildren that's here, still in school. See what kind of secretary I am. This is my notes. I'm here to address board members a book called The Call of the Wild. I understand that the district selects the books, but the school board is responsible for the books that go in the classroom for the teachers and the children to use. I'm not here to say burn Call of the Wild, because anybody can read anything if they please, but what I'm here for is that it is a mandatory that it be taught in the classroom. My grandson is in the 7th grade, and he is the only black that's in the class, and I know exactly how you feel because I am the only black here tonight. Okay, the word nig is in there, and it is a huge black dog. Niggerhead, a plant with a variety of bushy heads. Dark plant with a variety of bushy heads. All right? Half-breed is a giant black face. Half-breed. Under it said he's a dog that will fight and kill. The thing that I'm saying is that here my grandson sits, and it's a mandatory book. The book is read in the classroom, and in the classroom it says, here's the word dig, and describes it. It's a black dog. Niggerhead is a dark plant with a variety of assorted things, and it had a bushy head in the form of an afro. Now, my grandson said nothing. His grandmother, he lives with his grandmother. I'm his great-grandmother. As soon as I saw the book and heard about it, I came to this office to protest about it. Okay. It wouldn't go away. I tried and tried and tried to forget about the words in this book, but time's up.
Your time's up. There is a policy and a procedure to follow as far as responding to the, with your concern. I'd encourage you to follow that. I know our administration.
I am not.
I know our administration takes it
I'm telling you right now, I am not going to follow that. I am not going to follow it. The superintendent sent me, I had a big old long list of things. I'm not going to follow it. But I'm here to tell you about that book. I knew wasn't nothing going to be done about it, but I couldn't help but come tell you.
Well, I appreciate
okay, and here's
it.
my last word to you. I stand alone in lieu of 10,000.
Thank you for your comments.
Did you want to say something else?
I said thank you for your comments.
Oh, you're a nice man. Thank you.
Are there any board members registered to speak?
I didn't register, but I'd like to say one last thing since this is my last official board meeting. Thanks to everybody on the board. It's been a pleasure. Thank you to the superintendent. Thank you to the staff, all the administrators, all the teachers. It's been a great ride. Wish we could have done more in the way of a bond, but I will still be in the background even though I'm not sitting on the board. I'll continue to help fund the Guthrie Educational Foundation, and I'll be out and about beating the streets for y'all. And thank you all again. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you, Tom.
Thank you, Ms. Hardy.
Agenda item 8, superintendent's report.
Got several items to cover tonight. First of all, I wanted to speak a little bit to the finances and the midterm adjustment. The State Department of Education released their $20 million holdback that they had on the personal property tax, and that was reapportioned to districts based on the personal property tax assessment ratio. Counties who assess above 11% are allowed to keep the difference between 11% and whatever the ratio that is that they assess locally, which we used to assess above that. The remainder goes into the school funding formula. This law has not been followed since 1992 when it was enacted. The Oklahoma Tax Commission has not followed it, and that was an error on their part. It doesn't have a great effect on us because since we lowered our personal property assessment ratio to 10%. But Oklahoma City Public Schools, Edmond, Putnam City, and Western Heights were big winners in this, and they'll each receive near $1 million for in each district based on the reapportionment. But our portion was of the release was $3,200. So it's not when you have a $23 million budget, that's not a lot of money. Wanted to mention that the Guthrie Education Foundation dinner fundraiser was a tremendous success. A big thanks to keynote speaker Mike Turpin and also the foundation board for putting that on. It was a wonderful night for education in Guthrie, just like tonight is. Also, the OSSBA Region 6 workshop for continuing education will be Thursday at the Luther High School cafeteria, and I believe Mr. Salim, Ms. Bennett Johnson, and Ms. Pearson have signed up to attend. Some other events that are coming up, the wrestling regional tournament will be in Tahlequah on February 20th and 21st. The basketball pairings will be released soon. One thing that I've reached out to the chamber to do, I think it's important that the community get into our schools more. And in doing so, one of the things that I've scheduled on March 3rd at 9:30 in the morning, Fogarty Elementary will host a chamber coffee. And so we will have community members in the building, and then I will take them on tours of certain parts of that building as well following the chamber coffee. And then the last thing that I have is, we alluded to it earlier, but I want to have a plaque for appreciation of service for a gentleman that has been on the school board and served through a superintendent selection and also through several other interesting issues that have come in front of this board in his time, and I want to thank him personally for his service, but also on behalf of the district, I want to thank you for your service and know that you weren't overpaid.
Thank you very much.
I was corrected that the chamber coffee will be on March 4th, not March 3rd. When I looked at that, I thought that looked a little odd. All right, and that is the extent of my report.
Agenda item 9, the consent agenda. We have a motion to approve.
We will need to pull, Terry will need to pull the minutes of March.
January
Here.
March, or January 15th.
15th.
Yeah.
I move we approve the consent agenda excluding the minutes of January 15th.
Second.
A motion and a second. Roll call, please.
Watts,
Yes.
Bennett Johnson,
Yes.
Holt,
Yes.
Pennington,
Yes.
Pearson,
Yes.
Salih,
Yes.
6 ayes, 2 nays.
15th. We have a
We'll do the next.
I move we approve the minutes of January 15th.
have a second.
Second.
Roll call, please.
I'll just sit.
Watts,
Yes.
Bennett Johnson,
Yes.
Holt,
Yes.
Pennington,
Abstain.
Pearson, sorry.
Yes.
Salih,
Yes.
5 ayes, 0 nays. 1 abstain.
Agenda item 10A, recommendation, consideration, and action for Guthrie High School Driver's Education Summer School 2015.
On page 35 of your packet, is where you can find the request, and this is a routine item that requires the board's approval annually in order to have accreditation for our driver's education program.
Is there a motion to approve?
I move we approve the Guthrie High School Driver's Education Summer School for 2015.
Second.
And the motion and the second, is there any discussion? Roll call.
Watts?
Yes?
Bennett Johnson?
Yes.
Holt?
Yes.
Pennington?
Yes.
Pearson?
Yes.
Salee?
Yes.
6 ayes, 0 nays.
Agenda item 10B, recommendation, consideration, and action upon proposed revisions to district policies D1, D2, and D3.
I reviewed these policies over the last month, and this is the product of, we have a couple of districts in the state that are currently experiencing an Office of Civil Rights audit, and I was in a meeting with one of their superintendents. They kind of explained the things that the Office of Civil Rights is looking for, and as I reviewed them, I called it to attention of our attorneys, and they proposed these changes, which will better align us with the regulations handed down by the Office of Civil Rights. And they are just revisions, so they do not require first reading.
I move that we approve the proposed revisions to district policies D-1, non-discrimination, D-2, harassment, and D-3, grievance for discrimination or retaliation complaints.
Second?
Motion and a second, is there any discussion? Roll call, please.
Watts?
Yes?
Bennett Johnson?
Yes.
Holt?
Yes.
Pennington?
Yes.
Pearson?
Yes.
Salee?
Yes.
6 ayes, 0 nays.
Agenda item 10C, recommendation, consideration, and action upon proposed school calendar for 2015 to 2016 and 2016 to 2017.
Mr. Ogle headed up the calendar committee this year, and he has the battle scars to prove it. And this year we've got a little bit different look at it. A lot of school districts are doing 2 years calendar for the next 2 years, and so we wanted to bring that to you and for your approval as well. And if you have any questions, or if there's anything Mr. Ogle would like to offer, I guess that could happen right now.
One of the things that when the committee met, I had them bring suggestions from their building. And so, getting input from different buildings, I know that there's always some staff that are saying my voice is not being heard. Well, basically when we had a disagreement of, okay, whether we should go from a fall break that was traditionally a Thursday, Friday to some of them wanted to try a Friday, Monday, we just had a vote. And so, it's not that their voice is not being heard. It basically came down to a voice of the committee, and that's how we handled the disputes that we had.
Also, we had one parent or two on that committee.
One parent.
One parent as well. So,
Is there a motion to approve?
I move we approve the proposed school calendars for 2015-2016 and 2016-2017.
Second.
Motion and a second, roll call, please.
Watts?
Yes?
Bennett Johnson?
Yes.
Holt?
Yes.
Pennington?
Yes.
Pearson?
Yes.
Salee?
Yes.
6 ayes, 0 nays.
Agenda item 10D, recommendation, consideration, and action regarding possible funding mechanisms for school buildings and directing the superintendent to meet with the City of Guthrie officials to convey the Board of Education's current thoughts and direction regarding the same.
after our special meeting on the 26th, it became apparent that we're going to have further discussion about this. And after thinking through some of this and listening to some of the comments that were held during the special board meeting, I can tell there's concern about if we have a sales tax election before we have a bond issue election. And so what I wanted to do tonight is allow the board to authorize me to speak on your behalf with the city of Guthrie. And what I would propose that we do is explore very soon possibly a special board meeting work session where we have a discussion regarding what would go on the next bond issue. That's why I passed out to you the election dates and when we have to call for an election. We cannot call for an election before we cannot have an election any earlier than the May 12th election, and we would call for that on March 12th, which is 4 months following. It has to be at least 4 months following the election that we just had, so that the election itself is 6 months following. I would like to, first of all, obviously the action for the board would be to authorize me to speak on your behalf with the city. But I think that we need to consider the bond election first, and then carefully give us more time to carefully consider the potential of a sales tax election and the ramifications that might come from that. Keeping in mind full well that with the present state of sales tax collections in Guthrie, it could never realistically fund a school building, but it could fund repairs or technology. Thoughts by the board?
Well, I appreciate the effort that some of you have put in getting talks going between the city of Guthrie and the Guthrie Public Schools. The sales tax is the city's means of funding, and I believe that our real means of funding is done by a bond issue. Our building fund has the money to pay for toilet paper. It has the cleaning supplies and the ability to do some minor repairs. But I think we have to look and go forward with the bond issue. That's the only way we're going to improve our schools. We can't throw the blame on anybody. I've thought about it. I've read where so-and-so said it was this person's fault and somebody else. It's the fault of every single one of us who live in the Guthrie Public Schools. We have not been diligent at all in trying to improve our schools for years, and everybody needs to take the blame and step up and do something about it. It's time.
Well, I don't think that taxation for the people who live and shop in Guthrie to fund actual repairs or work for the entire district is fair. And I think we need to table that conversation for down the road at a later date. So my recommendation is we take that under consideration, but I think we ought to look at that pretty hard before you do it, because I know there's people up here that would charge right in there to support the school, but is that really what we want to do? And our businesses in Guthrie struggling enough right now that we need to slap another tax on them? You know, as a business owner too, I don't know if that's right, because some people can't afford the things they buy in Guthrie now.
What I would say is by authorizing me to do this, I can speak on your behalf, and then I would like to schedule a special meeting as soon as is possible that would be a work session to discuss what would be on the next bond election and have any further discussion about the tax, sales tax, and where you stand on that in a work session.
Sounds good to me.
So if we speak on our behalf, are we going to speak on that? We want to table this for now? Is that the consensus of the board?
Table this sales tax?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
And my thought is if the timetable for the city of Guthrie is such that they want to go through with the bond or with the sales tax election in June, that they do that without the participation of Guthrie Public Schools, because that's kind of the feeling that I've gotten
Yes.
from the board.
And then
I agree.
with that understanding, Mr. President, I'd like to make a motion that we have Dr. Simpson speak on the behalf of the board with the city of Guthrie, representing the board's concerns involving the sales tax.
Second.
There's a motion and a second. Any further discussion? Roll call, please.
Watts,
Yes.
Bennett Johnson,
Yes.
Holt,
Yes.
Pennington,
Yes.
Pearson,
Yes.
Sallee,
Yes.
6 ayes, 0 nays.
Agenda item 11, proposed executive session for the purpose of discussing employment of personnel, FMLA request, resignation, separation from employment, and transfer of position request. All is set out on the personnel reports and discussion of all district-level administrator contracts as listed for 2015 to 2016, disclosure of which information would violate the confidentiality requirements of state and/or federal law, all pursuant to 25 Oklahoma statute, section 307, B1 and 7. Vote to go in executive session. Roll call.
Watts,
Yes.
Bennett Johnson,
Yes.
Holt,
Yes.
Pennington,
Yes.
Pearson, Sallee,
Yes.
6 ayes, 0 nays.
Agenda item 11B, acknowledge the board's return to open session. Only items in agenda 11 were discussed in executive session and no votes were taken. This shall constitute the executive session minutes. Agenda item 12, vote on action as set out on the personnel reports.
I move that we approve the personnel reports as presented.
Second?
Roll call, please.
Watts,
Yes.
Bennett Johnson,
Yes.
Holt,
Yes.
Pennington,
Yes.
Pearson,
Yes.
Sallee,
Yes.
6 ayes, 0 nays.
Congratulations.
Agenda item 13, recommendation, consideration, and action upon district-level administrators' contracts as listed for 2015 to 2016 without specification for salary or assignment.
I move we approve the district level administrators' contracts as listed for 2015-16 without specifications for salary or assignment.
Second?
Roll call, please.
Watts,
Yes.
Bennett Johnson,
Yes.
Holt,
Yes.
Pennington,
Yes.
Pearson,
Yes.
Sallee,
Yes.
6 ayes, 0 nays.
Agenda item 14, recommendation, consideration, and action to accept any resignations offered since the posting of this agenda.
We have none.
Agenda item 15, discussion of possible action on new business not known about or could not have been reasonably foreseen at the time of the agenda posting.
Mr. President, I have one item that I want to put into new business, and that is with the appointment of Jana Fry as administrative assistant to the superintendent. I also want to amend the extra, or give her an extra duty stipend that comes with that position for board clerk, and that was something that we identified today. And so I would recommend that we take that action.
I move that we approve the special extra stipend for Jana Fry for 2015.
Second?
A motion and a second. Roll call, please.
Watts,
Yes.
Bennett Johnson,
Yes.
Holt,
Yes.
Pennington,
Yes.
Pearson,
Yes.
Sallee,
Yes.
6 ayes, 0 nays.
Is there a motion to adjourn?
Oh, as my final official act, Mr. President, I move that we adjourn.
Second?
Roll call.
Watts,
Yes.
Bennett Johnson,
Yes.
Holt,
See.
Pennington,
Yes.
Pearson,
Yes.
Sallee,
Yes.
6 ayes, 0 nays.